If you've seen my other videos or listened to my podcasts, you know that I work collaboratively with my subject. I think that it's important for every photographer to get to know their subject, get to know what they want out of a photo shoot. To that end, I recommend, now we're going to look at Milanote today, but I recommend that you get some kind of tool that allows you to collaborate. And I'm not talking about Google Docs or something like that. I want pictures. I want to be able to show my potential subject what I'm thinking of for the photo shoot. And the reason I use a tool is it allows me to come up with ideas, post them up there, and then my subject can go to work. When they have free time or when they get home off work, they can make any kind of comments or adjustments that they want to make. So let's take a look at a couple of things here. I go out and I find images of different things. So let's say we wanted to do a photo shoot and we wanted a fantasy. Now, this is kind of a fairy type uh, queen fantasy setup. And this one specifically was to find some poses, but more look at the different headgear that was there. If we were doing a fitness shoot, different poses that could be used for a woman or a man. These are poses that I saw that I liked. Now, maybe we'll use them, maybe we won't. But what I'll do is I'll just throw a whole bunch of poses at it and then talk to the client and find out what it is that they're looking to get out of the photo shoot. Then I will create a board specifically for them that allows me to communicate what I'm thinking of for their photo shoot. Maybe it'll have all the images. Most likely, it'll only have a couple of the images here and a couple of images there as I go through and set things up. For example, are we going for a more feminine look in the photo shoot? Then I would pull images from this board. If I was going for a more empowering, a more powerful type look, I may pull some from these images that I've got for ideas of where we're going to begin to lay out the poses that we want to put together for the photo shoot. By putting these boards together and allowing the client to comment on these and figure out what they're comfortable with, it also helps to plan out the photo shoot, allowing us to get in, do the shoot in a more relaxed fashion because we both know what's going to happen. We know we've planned out in advance what it is that we're going to do for the session. It allows us to plan out clothing better. It allows us to plan out the poses, to get the timing down a little bit so that we know how long it's going to take to go through all of these things, fit in the changes. We have to fit in the makeup, hair and makeup that's done up front. So it allows us to plan that out a little bit better and to get to a point where we can just, in a nice, calm, relaxed, collaborative fashion, then go through the photo shoot. And maybe during the shoot, we decide that there's a different pose we want to use. Maybe we didn't like one of the poses that was there. It doesn't matter. We can just collaboratively come up with new ideas on the spot, if needed, to handle the photo shoot. But we started out not only with ideas and different types of posing and things, but we also started out with that collaborative up front. So it's not that what I would consider to be, or what I've seen for some traditional photo shoots, is the client makes a contract, the photographer makes pictures and sells those pictures to the client. However, the client at that point may feel that they can't ask for things because they didn't start off in that collaborative mode. It started off as a I'm coming to you, you will do the work type of mode. And by going with a more collaborative thing up front, I think that makes it more comfortable for the client to then make any kind of corrections that they want or make any kind of suggestions of what they want to get. Because at the end of the day, the goal is to make the client happy, to give the client what they're looking for. And by starting out in a collaborative way up front, that allows us to collaborate during the photo session as well in a nice, relaxed, comfortable way. Nothing feels forced or awkward. The whole goal, as we say up front, is for them to get out of the session what it is that they want from the session. So we just start off that way and we end that way. So the entire process is a collaborative process. And tools like this allow you to do this without any pressure, without any stress. We're just going through as we can, making changes, coming up with ideas. Maybe the client will come up with a couple of poses that they see off of magazine covers or from a magazine or just off the internet that they want to try out. They can then send those along. We can add them in and figure out if it's going to work and how we want to make the process go going forward. And that's what I got for you this week. It's a little less on the technical side, but I think it's important that every photographer start off with a collaborative way of doing their work with the client starting out, using tools to help that collaboration between the time of the booking of the shoot and the actual day of the shoot. Making sure that the client knows what to expect so that they can be a little less anxious and a little more comfortable going into the shoot. And then continuing that collaboration through the shoot to make sure that what comes out of the shoot is the best and the most wonderful photographs that you can possibly get. So that's what I got for you this week, and I'll talk to you guys all next week.